I'm actually on the tracks. Yeah, this is, well, I walked my homegirl home, walked her home, and now I'm walking along the tracks. This is crazy because it's quiet. I like the quiet sometimes. I'm not a big fan of the cars. But yeah, these tracks aren't even used anymore, believe it or not. They are not used anymore. He's been dead for quite some time. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm actually in the back areas of Yakima. You know what I mean? Anyway, I used to work that way. That's the way I used to work. Not anymore. And it's warm as heck today, man. Well, it's March 2nd, so we're venturing into spring. It's my favorite time of year. It really is. But anyway, how y'all doing tonight? I'm doing all right. Like I said, I'm just walking on the tracks, way in the dark areas of the unknown. Right? This is a peculiar thing. So this used to run over that way to pick up stuff from the warehouse. The only thing is that they don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? The tracks used to run here, but not the train, I mean, not anymore. Now it's decommissioned, I guess that's what they call it. You know what I mean? But yeah, crazy, right? But it's a solemn night. My homegirl, I don't know, man. She's a trip. I mean, anyhow, how y'all doing tonight? Anybody watching? Usually they don't, though. Yeah, I know. But look at this. This is the back area. But at least they light it up. You know what I mean? At least it's lit up to where you can. How y'all doing tonight? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good evening. Yeah, I'm walking along the tracks. Check this out. This is a back area I've never been before at all. Hi, Robert is? Yeah, Robert. How you doing, Robert? Yeah, this is a back area I've never been before. This is like, these tracks are dead. They don't use them anymore. You can tell by the rust on them. They're not used anymore at all. This is like a dead situation. But it's quieter than the road. And at least I won't get hit by a car if I'm walking, you know what I mean? But it's peaceful, especially in the daytime. But yeah, it's, let's see, doing good. Well, good. Me too. I'm doing good as well. Still healthy, still haven't caught that flu yet. Well, actually, I did a couple of months ago, but I only catch it once a year, so I'm glad for that. But anyway, here, let me give you guys a quick what's up. This is how it looks at night. You know, I just walked from that way where the dark area is over there, that part there. That's where I walked from. That's where my homegirl lives. And she asked me to walk her home. I said, sure, I'll show you a quiet route. And this is the route right here. And it is quiet. I mean, super quiet. There's some little bit of trailer court here, or mobile home trailer court, whatever they call them nowadays. But anyway, this is kind of different, I guess you'd say, from my usual path. I usually walk the road, but I get tired of cars, man. This way I don't got to worry about crossing the street. I ain't got to worry about any of that. I can just walk. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful night, though. Look, there's the moon. Good old moon. But, yeah, I'm on my way back to my apartment. Anyway, There's the warehouses again. A lot of those warehouses here, fruit warehouses and whatnot, all over. Everywhere you go, there they are. You know, that's how it is. But I'm just out heading back, if you will. I made a sausage and shrimp gumbo tonight. She liked it. She liked it a lot. She's kind of a weird. Well, she's cool. Don't get me wrong, but she if she likes something, she won't say like she likes it. She'll say like, "Oh, it's all right." That's how you know it's good. Hi, hello, Isabella. How you doing? I think that's Jimenez. And then I'm trying to read it. I'm sorry. I should bring my reading glasses. 2875. I'll just say the number. I can read that easy. How y'all doing tonight? Good to see you. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it dearly. One of my little adventures I do. You can see my feet walking on the tracks. You know? Yeah, this is different. This is a way different pattern. If you guys see me walk, I'm walking on the road, on sidewalks. But tonight I chose to walk the quiet path of the abandoned train tracks. You know what I mean? Can you hear the train now? But that's another track that runs that way. This is abandoned track, or decommissioned, I guess you'd say. So they don't ride here anymore at all. But everybody likes what let's see. As a ex-train engineer, for the love of God, get off those tracks. All right. There you go. I'm off the tracks. How's that? Just because you said for the love of God. Okay, I'm going down here by the chasm, or whatever you want to call it. There, I'm off the tracks. The tracks are over there. I'm down here. That's pretty cool. Get out those tracks. Let's see. Shout out to my Nick. Oh yeah, we like your streams. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, they're pretty neat. Like I said, I'm walking the back roads right now, and you can't get any quieter than this. Look how dark it is here. I mean, it's just dark. I mean, it's lit up over there, but it's dark here. I'm off the track now at the request of one of the subscribers. Okay, an ex-engineer. I'm off the tracks now. But anyhow, I love this. I always loved the quiet. I used to do this when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to take, I don't know if I call them nature walks, but I would walk behind my grandma's house. There's a dog. Of course, there's always a dog somewhere. Anyway, I would walk. I'm going to have to walk on the other side of these because holy cow, it's way up here. Well, sorry, ex-engineer guy. I got to walk here a little bit because there's not too much good footing there and good footing there. So I'll walk here, and then I'll get to an area that's more flat, and then I'll walk that. So I apologize. Get back on the tracks. I'm on them right now, but I got to do it because there's no good footing on either side. But again, these tracks are decommissioned. They don't use them at all. In any way, shape, or form, they don't use them. You know, at all. Okay, but anyway, wow, I think I'll be able to get back on the ground because I see some better footing down there. So I'll head down here. Ta-da, we did it. So we're back off the tracks now. We're actually walking on here on the flat area. I don't know, you guys can't really see anything, huh? I can. It's the moonlight really lets me see. You guys probably can't. It's so dark. Get back on the tracks. That's funny. Yeah, there's another dog there. There's only a few dogs here. There's like maybe 3, I think. But yeah. Anyhow, what y'all have for dinner tonight. If you had dinner yet, I had fried rice and sausage shrimp gumbo that I made myself. I like cooking myself. I don't like buying prepared stuff. I like cooking and preparing it myself. Anyway, check out those old trees. Kind of reminds me of, remember that story Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman? Those trees remind me of that, huh? Right? Spooky old trees. And what's funny is these trees will have leaves in the summertime and they won't look so spooky. That's what's weird about it. Anyway, so now I'm back on the solid ground, which I like. But let's see here. Whew. There's another fruit warehouse. This place is known for its fruit warehouses, I'll tell you. Apples, cherries, I mean, yeah, galore, galore. I picked fruit when I was a kid, but I got older and said, I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate the offer, but I'm good. I do eat them though. I love cherries. I love apples. I love apple pie. That's my favorite pie is apple. Dutch apple pie with vanilla ice cream. That's what I like. But anyway, well, I'm glad you guys like my stuff I do here. I appreciate that. Try to make it interesting, you know what I mean? But anyway, this is a little trek. I'm coming up to 16th right now. 16th will be coming up short. Uh-oh. Shaking my head. Uh-oh. Something happened to the homegirl. Uh-oh. Let me check real quick. I'm not going to cut you guys off. I'm just going to see what her little thing says. It was about... I don't know what she's talking about. Wild woman. But if I go to her thing, I'll cut this feed off, and I don't want to do that, so I'll check it out later. Anyway, oh boy, whoo-wee. This is a nice little adventure. It's really nice though. It's soothing. It's peaceful. It's serene, I guess you'd say. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, here comes another little road. Little road coming up here in a minute. Little tiny road coming up here in a minute. Anyhow, I'm pretty excited about this year. Like I think I told you guys, I'm publishing a poetry book. Now here's what's funny. So this girl comes to my house now. So this girl comes to my house, my friend. She comes to my house. She's always, well, we kind of tend to watch movies together. And she basically hasn't watched a little. She's a lot younger than me. I'll say it like that. Now, don't think any crazy ideas, guys. Anyway, so in other words, basically this. She hasn't seen the movies that I've seen. So I keep popping these movies on her, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't know they made movies like this. I'm like, you gotta watch these movies, man. These are some good movies. Like, take one, for instance. If you guys know this movie, let me know. It's called Breakfast at Tiffany's with George Peppard and Audrey Hepburn. If you've seen those, let me know. She didn't see it before. She loves the movie now. Anyway, so I told you I'm publishing this poetry book, and the title is Ended Beginnings. That's the title of the poetry book, because I write poetry. I write short stories too. I write long stories, whatever. Anyway, because I was writing last night, I left one of the pieces of paper on the couch. She read it, and she says, who wrote this? Now, here's the funny thing. Here's what's really hilarious. I already told her that, but she smokes a lot of weed too, so I told her, man, you gotta quit smoking something. Not saying don't smoke weed at all, but saying, man, you don't remember a lot of stuff that I tell you. Anyway, so I said, I told you I'm publishing a book. And then she was questioning if I wrote it or not. She was actually questioning if I wrote the poem. She goes, well, who'd you copy it from? Because you know you get in trouble for it. I said, no, that's mine. I wrote it. She's like, Well, if you did get it from somebody, you have to give them. I said, come on, man, I don't plagiarize. I wrote the darn thing, but she thought it was that good. That's what floored me. She was shocked at how good it was. Anyway, she read a few more. I showed her the book that I am publishing, and she liked it. But the title, guys, is Ended Beginnings. That's the title. I'm pretty excited about it. It was about 5 or 10 people that pre-ordered a year ago. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a little special thing for them because they pre-ordered. So I am actually writing out each poem in like a book, and I'm going to send that to them. And then when I get the actual hard copy published, it'll be in September. I'll send them a copy. But I appreciate the fact that they ordered early. You see what I mean? Anyway, I couldn't believe that she didn't think that it was my writing. That's crazy, right? Anyway, so here we are coming down the pike. This is the tracks. This is the, remember? Was it step on the crack, you break your mama's back, or step on the track, you break your mama's back? I think it was step on the crack. Anyway, whew, I'm walking down this way now. I got a ways to go. But this is the back area. Isn't this neat? I've always liked these kind of scenes. There's 16th. That is 16th. Right there. That car's going by right there. You can see it. That's 16th. Yeah, there's the tracks. The ex-engineer told me to get off the tracks, so I got off the tracks. Although he's an ex-engineer, so, but I got off the tracks because he requested. Well, we're getting close to it now. I'll show you guys a little serene spot that I love. This is almost like a flat top road. Blacktop, I mean. Anyway, there, that's smooth now. Now I'm back on the civilization, I guess you'd say. Kidding. Anyway, here I be, walking down and enjoying the night. It's so warm here, you guys. It's blowing my mind how warm it is here. I mean, it really is super warm. I'm wearing a jacket because sometimes, you know, when you transition from February to March, weather can be questionable. But man, I am shocked how warm it is right now. I got my coat open. Look at that. My coat's open. I only have a t-shirt on. That tells you how warm it is right now. It's pretty doggone warm. Okay, so here's 16th. This is 16th. I usually walk that way at that stoplight down there. That stoplight, and I go that way on the sidewalk. But I found this path, and I really like this path. It's a nice path. So I'm just waiting for these cars to pass, and then I'm gonna cross. Soon as they, oh, there we go. Okay, so here we go. We're walking down now. So this is the road here. That's still the tracks, see them? You can still see the tracks there. I don't know if you can. Here, I'll walk over and show you. There they are right there. But these go all the way down to 40th. These actually go all the way to 40th, where I used to work, and to my homegirl's house. So that's kind of neat. And then these go all the way to where I live, which is kind of neat. You know what I mean? It's like the tracks connected her and I. It's so funny. It's so crazy because her and I, we met when I worked at the place I worked at, and she'd always come in and we'd talk and whatnot. And then, what was it? I can't remember. Oh, she got my phone number because she wanted a job. And I said, okay, so I gave it to her. And then we started communicating. And then we've been hanging out. Watching movies together. She cooks for me and I cook for her. It's so weird. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, okay, who said hi now? Sean, Reeves. Is that Rebus or Reeves? Well, I'm going to say Reeves because it looks like Reeves. Why is William so afraid of the tracks? Probably because Kmart used to sell them in shoes. Kidding. I don't know. But I get it, because a train is something not to mess with. I get what he's saying. You ever see that movie, Fried Green Tomatoes? Remember when he was walking along the tracks? Buddy was walking along the tracks, and his foot got stuck, and he couldn't get it out in time, and he was killed by the train. So I think that's why he was telling me. And then he's right, because the train, but I mean, they don't run a train here no more, but it's better to be safe than sorry. That's why he said that. I believe anyway. I hope I'm not too wrong about that. Oh, you're laughing about that. Okay. Well, you know, it's kind of like a lot like electricity, like those wires there. They say if you ever see a down power line, don't go near it. Some people tend to. Then they get zapped into oblivion because they don't listen. Because, yeah, it's just better safe than sorry. I'll say it like that. Anyway, it's a nice night tonight. I just want to give a shout out to all my subscribers and say thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I do. I really, really do. You know, it's neat. So this is like a back area right here. You see a little businesses there, but over here in this dark area here is baseball diamonds. So the little leagues play there when they play, but I'll tell you, it is such a peaceful area, except for them dogs. They barking up a storm, which is okay. They're dogs, so they need to bark, I guess. But these trees right here, I don't know if you can see them. See them? The trees right there. Right under those trees, or by those trees, are some bleachers where you can sit and watch the baseball when it goes on, which will be here shortly because it's warming up. But I sat here one day in the morning, and it was so peaceful. It was so peaceful, it blew my mind. But I like it here. Yeah, as you can tell, it's, besides the dog barking, it's a little quiet. It's a little quiet. But anyway, now no more dogs barking, see? But you can see it's a business area, kind of like a industrial area. You see all the industrial stuff going on, you know? And I just like it because I'm walking and there's no cars coming around. You know what I mean? I like that, you know? Because then you can enjoy the night and not have to worry about a car rolling up on you. Oh, there's the bleachers. See them? Those bleachers right there. Here, I'll get a close-up of them. Boom, that's the bleachers. Early in the morning, I sit there. Sun shines from that direction. So it's so peaceful and nice. Under the trees, see? It's a nice little area. I like it. Anyway, there's the track still. You can see them now. It's lit up so you can see the tracks. You know? But anyway, yeah, some more industrial stuff here. If you can see that. Yeah. But this is like the edge of Yakima. This is North Yakima. So I like it for sure. I mean, I'm a big fan. Oh, there was a house that burned up here. Might be coming up to it pretty soon. I was like, dang, because that would stink. I had a buddy whose house, apartment building, burnt up, and he lost everything, poor guy. And I always thought it was a fire hazard because it was an older building. And I was like, huh, well, that's crazy. And so he lived there for a long, long time. I mean, a long, long time. And it burned up. It just burned up and went away. I was kind of shocked about it. But anyway, here we go. Walking down. There's some more garages there. But oh, here's the house that burnt up. Watch. You can take a look at it here in a second. Watch, you'll see. It's a big place too. But like the side, I don't know, you can probably see it from here. See where it's all black? But I'll get a close up for you. Give me a second here. We're getting up to it now. It's a big place. And I feel like I'm on a newscast or something. As we approach the dingo. Now, but look, watch, I'll show you. Look at that. See that? Burnt up. All burnt up. One side of the place. And that would have to suck. You know, if you live there and you got all your memories and precious things. See that? And look, you can see the part of the foundation that's still there. So that tells you how far it went out. And then there, burnt up, little burnt up. Then you look at the front, it don't look that bad. Look. Like if you look from this side, you wouldn't think the place burned down. See that? You wouldn't think that. But then you go that way and it's like burnt. Let me get back to focus. Oh shoot, there's my shadow. Yeah, I am that tall. Not really. Okay, now we're coming back to the dark side. Like the dark side of the Force. Use the Force, Luke. I don't know if there's any Star Wars fans. I am. My kids' mom was a big time. She actually knew the midichlorian count of the hell was his name? I mean, she knew his midichlorian count. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's how much of a Star Wars fan she was. You know? Anakin's midichlorian count. I was like, what? You know Anakin's midichlorian. And then she knew that I mean, she just knows. So she's a big time Star Wars. So my oldest daughter ended up becoming a Star Wars freak. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I like 4, 5, and 6. I'm getting used to 1, 2, and 3. I don't like that Jar Jar. If you guys watch Star Wars. Still getting used to that one. I do like, I think it's called the next one, The Force Awakens. I think that's what it's called. I like them. I mean, the pattern is the same, you know. Good guys win. Bad guys win. Good guys win. I mean, I don't like this. It's so funny because she used to hate watching movies with me because I could figure the movie out. And I don't know. I watch movies kind of weird. Anyway, here's this place here. I don't know if they're tearing it down or what. Seems like they are. It just seems like that. Because if you can see these, markers, watch. Let me show you. See these? That is, you know what I mean? And they have them all over this land. And then they cut that tree down too. See that? Bye-bye tree. And it looks so nice, like this tree right here. See? That was a tree like that there. And then they tore out the fence. And then they got rid of the people that lived there. So I'm thinking they're going to just turn this lot into something. You can see the markers, look. See that? And there was some people, I didn't know them, but I say hi to them when I go by. You know, they actually had chickens out. You know what I mean? Yeah, like this tree, see? I hope they don't tear this one down, which they probably will. You know? But like I said, it's all industrial here. See that? Look at that. There's even diesel stuff there. But if you go through, you can see it all. Big time. You know what I mean? It's all pretty much industrial. Big time. Anyway, locked up there. Oh, somebody walking by. Whew. So, I get it. You guys might laugh at this one. I don't know. I don't know if you'll laugh at this one. I have to show it to you. So bear with me a moment. I'll leave you in suspense for about 2 seconds. No, I think it's hilarious myself. So the homegirl, I just walked home. We were walking by this building right here. This one right here. And I'll show you something. I told her every time I walk by this building, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. Because here's what she said. Let me show you. I don't know if you'll find it funny. I find it hilarious. But watch this. Watch this. You know, it's kind of funny. And I'll share this with you guys. Okay. So, okay, watch it. You're going to laugh at this. Watch this. See that? What does that say there? Let me show you. What does that say? Okay. It says hotspot, right? So this is like a love grows here. This is like a, like a chill place, and it's called hotspot. So we're walking by, and she says, "Oh my God!" I said, "What?" She goes, "Look, hotspot. That means I can get on my computer here or my phone." I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah, look, hotspot. That's what a hotspot is." I said, "For real? Do you really believe that?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." I said, "Let's hope they don't have a password." So I go, "Well, let's get our computers and we'll go back and we'll sit down on the chairs and we'll get into the hotspot." I said, "No, man, look at the top sign. The business is called Hotspot." And she looked at me like I'm nuts. I said, she goes, No. Hotspots are where you can get on the internet with a computer. I said, "Yes, I know that. But that place is called Hotspot because it's a yoga, it's a..." So now every time I go by it, I laugh. Because I'm like, because we'll walk by it together and I'll go, hey, get your computer quick. Let's get on the internet with the hotspot. Anyway, that's why I laughed about that. Okay, so anyway, let me share this with you guys. So years ago, I would like have Bible studies with people, and I remember one time, I'll share this with you guys, and her name was Karen. Beautiful girl. I mean, beautiful girl. And all of us, we became, it was so funny because me and Karen, we went to Safeway and we actually got in the motorized cars and they started racing with each other. So that was kind of funny. Like I said, she was a beautiful girl, beautiful. And we became really good friends. So one night she calls me up and she says, "Hey, I want to have a Bible study." I said, cool, I'll be right there. And all the folks, they lived in this type of apartment that was like a recovery apartment. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, I'll come on. Yeah, I got you, no problem. And I showed up, and she was actually in a negligee. And I'm talking a skimpy one. And I covered my eyes. I said, "Hey, you have to put some clothes on." And she's like, no, it's okay. I said, no, it's not okay. I said, "You're looking pretty groovy right now, and I'm a man. And I'll tell you, please, so I can focus, please put," and she did, she put clothes on. And she didn't understand. She was like, "Wait a minute, why wouldn't a dude?" And I said, "I'll tell you something, I am a man, and that would be my first impulse." I said, "But that wouldn't be fair to you. Because if you're asking for a Bible study, and of course, you're vulnerable for one, and if I use this, if you will, ability I have to take advantage, that ain't cool." So then one time, this other girl asked me, and I did. And I lived a ways away from them. So when we all would Bible study together, we'd study till 4 a.m. or something like that. So one night I was real tired. And she said, "Well, you can sleep on my bed." And she had a pretty big bed. And the apartments they lived in, they were like old motel rooms. So it wasn't like separate rooms. It was just a bathroom, little area to cook food, and the bed. And of course, a chair and a table. And she goes, "You can sleep on my bed." I said, No, I'll sleep on the floor. And I actually slept on the floor. You know, I didn't think nothing of it. Next day I got up, went home, blah, blah, blah. So then another dude, he said, hey, bro, I want a Bible study. Yeah, let's do it. So I go over there. And so one day he told me, he said, do you know why I like coming? You know why I like? And this was when the group was together. Now this floored me. This really floored me. But he said, because when you're in my room, I can actually have a good night's sleep. I said, what? He said, yeah, for some reason, when you're in the room, there's peace. That floored me. Even the girl, she said, yeah. She goes, that's why I don't mind you sleeping on my floor. And I didn't mind sleeping on the floor. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying. And so this girl that I'm hanging out with now, it's like her life's a little chaotic, and she comes and hangs out with me, and I guess it makes life okay for her. You know what I mean? Poor girl. And I get that from people. I do. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, going back to this. So that's my memories of Yakima. That's my take on Yakima. And I like the Yakima Valley. I really do. I enjoy it. There's more apple orchard places. See what I mean? Warehouses. Look at these trucks. They come in to pick up apples and they crash out here and then they head out to go deliver the apples. But that's Washington fruit for you. But anyway, I'm on my way back and it's nice. It's really nice. You guys get to see my secret route. This is the secret route, kind of like a secret route. Whew. Oh, look at all those. Now that's a lot of boxes, I'm telling you. Crates, apple bins they call them. Look at that. A lot of them, right? And they literally use all of these. So when apple picking season happens, they literally use all the, and I always thought of it as like Indiana Jones. Remember the Raiders of the Lost Ark when they were putting the Ark away? And it had all those, look at that. So as far as you can see, look. Let me show you. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that wild? As far as you can see, crates and crates and crates. I tried counting them one time, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to know how many crates are there. But anyway, still walking. So this is my thing to go home. My thing to head out and okay. Oh, sorry. Look at, there's 30 stalls, and they load them up. And then these guys drive wherever they go with the apples. You know what I mean? And for a semi, that is a lot of dang apples. That is a lot of apples. Oh. When I rule the world. All right, so here we go. We're almost home. We're almost there. It's an enjoyable evening. Look, they even got cell towers right here. Look at that. Wild, right? Oh, those houses, I like those. I want to get me a house on the hill someday. I do. Just chill up there and look down on the city, I guess. But yeah. Here we go. I like this. Right? These are the actual plastic ones, and I think I'm coming to find out they don't like them. I'm thinking that. I don't know. Because I guess wood gives a little play when they put it in the wood bins. We kind of like, these ones don't. So I'm thinking they might bruise the fruit. I'm thinking. Don't quote me on that, but it seems that way. You know what I mean? because wood is natural, and so I don't know, maybe something like that. Although there's quite a few plastic ones there. See that? Anyway, this is the back area, and just to give you an idea, this is the edge of town. This is it. This is the edge of town, and that's the truth. I'm just gonna have to do it. All right, here we go. But yeah, this is it. This is the edge of town. After that, no more Yakima. See that overpass with the car going across? That right there is it. The edge of town. So when I say I live at the end of town, that's literal. That is literally what I mean. So here's this road, and there we go. A greater light to rule the day, and a lesser light to rule the night. Pretty cool. So we're walking here. Oh boy. It's amazing how, yeah, and the trains cross that bridge right there. That little bridge right there. The train crosses that. Okay. Okay. So here is the bridge that the train crosses. Here it is right here. Real quick like. Pass through. Bye-bye. And there's people that actually live under that bridge there. There's people that live under there. Straight up. I went that way one day, and there was literal people living in there. Okay, anyway. So here we go. Woo-wee, we made it. Like I said, the edge of town. Look, there's the highway. That's the highway, folks. That is the highway. Right there's the highway. And this is the edge of town. So no more after this. Okay. Well, I'm going to say goodnight. Thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night.